Hello everyone, welcome to my channel NCRT Mathematics Learning Hub. In this video, we will be starting with the word problem of exercise 3.2 of the chapter pair of linear equation, and then we are also going to solve a problem where one equation is given to you and you need to form the other equation by considering in account that the two equations should be having the parallel lines and intersecting, or one more, it is coincident. Okay, based on that you need to form the equation. So now let us read the fifth question of the exercise 3.2. Half the perimeter of the rectangular garden, whose length is 4 more than its width, is 36 meter. So they are saying that the perimeter, what is a perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but the area of the boundary of the rectangle. Okay, so every shape is having the perimeter as well as the area. What do you mean? What is the difference between area and perimeter? Perimeter is only the outer boundary. Okay, only the outer boundary. And what do you mean by area? Everything inside, if you are coloring, that is your area. Okay, so everything inside is your area and only the boundary is your perimeter. So they are talking about the perimeter of the rectangle. So if this is the rectangle, then what is the do you people remember the area of the rectangle formula? It is nothing but, I mean, the perimeter of the rectangle. Perimeter of the rectangle formula, it is perimeter of rectangle is equals to 2 into length plus breadth. Right? So this is the formula of the perimeter of the rectangle. But they have given here one hint. What is that hint? They have said that length is 4 more than its width. So let the length of rectangle be L and width be B. Okay, this B. So length we have taken it as L and width we have taken it as B. So if this is the case, then length is equals to how much? 4 more than its width. So whatever is the width, it is B for us. Now we need to add 4 to that because they have said 4 more than its width. So you need to add 4 to that. So this is the length of the rectangle. Now we know the perimeter of the rectangle, that is nothing but, yeah, and one more thing, half the perimeter they have said. So if it is half the perimeter, you need to divide it by 2, right? Or you can do like this. Half the perimeter means you can write here 1 by 2 into this, or else just half this divided by 2. Okay, so 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and what are you remaining with? Perimeter of the rectangle. So perimeter of the rectangle, they have given it as 36, which is equals to length plus breadth. And this is your breadth. So 36 is equals to length. Length, it is here given, it is B plus 4, because just now we have calculated, we have got this from the sentence or the statement that have been given in the question. So let us substitute here. Length is B plus 4, and then this B I have just copied it like this. L is equals to B plus 4. So we have just substituted here. The 36 is equals to 2B plus 4. Right? So 36, this number, let me shift it on this side, so it will become minus 4. Then you will be having 2B. Or 2B is equals to, if I am shifting everything, then the sign will not get changed. If you are shifting any one thing, then only the sign will get changed. So 2B is equals to 36 minus 4 is how much? It is 32, right? So B is equals to 32 divided by 2. So it is 2 ones are 2 ones are 2 6 are. So it is 16. So what is the breadth you have got? You have got the breadth or the width of the rectangle as 16. And what will be the length? Length is equals to, we know that length is b plus 4. So whatever you have got, b, just substitute the value of b, 16 plus 4, which is equals to 20. Okay, so let me write the conclusion. Length L is equals to 20. What should be the unit? You can observe the perimeter have been given in meters, so even length will be in meters. And then what is the value of the width? Width is equals to b, which is equals to 16 meter. Okay, so this is how you will find the length and the breadth of the rectangular garden if they have given you the perimeter and they have said you clearly it is half the perimeter, so you have just divided that with 2. If it is only perimeter, then you would have not divided. Okay, so this is also the question that I have taken from exercise 3.2. So let us read this question now. Given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equals to 0, write another linear equation in two variables such that geometrical representation of the pair so formed is intersecting, parallel lines and coincident line. So they have given you one linear equation to you. They need one more linear equation from you by using the same variable. You need to use the same variable and also it should be a linear equation. And the condition is the two equations should be forming intersecting lines and then parallel lines and then coincident lines. So there are three conditions you need to satisfy that. So you should know where when the solution you will be having intersecting lines and parallel lines and coincident line. I have discussed in the previous video, right? So let us write the condition for intersecting line. For intersecting line, what is the condition? A1 by A2 should not be equals to B1 by B2. Okay, now let me write the condition for parallel lines. For parallel lines, what is the condition? A1 by A2 can be equals to B1 by B2, but it should not be equals to C1 by C2. So this is the condition for parallel lines. Now let me write the condition for coincident line. For coincident lines, A1 by A2 should be equals to B1 by B2, which should also be equals to C1 by C2. Okay, so this is your one equation, that is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equals to 0. You need to form one equation where the two lines should be intersecting. So A1 and A2 should not be equals to B1 by B2. So let me take it as 3x plus this ratio 2 by 3 it cannot have for B1, because if it is equal then it will not be intersecting. So this ratio A1 by A2 should not be equals to B1 by B2. So if I am taking here 3, then if I am taking here 6, or if I am taking here you need to be careful, it should not be having the same ratio. So 2 by 3 it cannot have. You can just write here A1 by A2 is 2 by 3. So this should not be 2 by 3 at any cost. So I am taking here 6y minus 18 or something. I am just taking it here. So let me just check. B1 by B2, how much do you have? 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 2. So you can observe here the ratios are not equal. So this condition or this equation, whatever you have given, is correct to form the pair of linear equation which has intersecting lines. Okay, so now coming to the parallel lines. So for this, these two should be equal, but C1 by C2 should not be equal. So let me just take it, or let me write the first equation. 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equals to 0. So let me take it as 4x plus 6y. I'm just multiplying each and every term with 2 because because I want these two lines to be parallel, right? So because of that, these two ratios are equal. So 2 by 4 and 3 by 6, you will get it as 1 by 2 only. 2 ones are 2 twos are, then 3 ones are 3 twos are. Now this should be equal. So let me take 8 here. So let me take it as 36 is equals to 0. So now if I am checking a1 by a2, it is 2 by 4, which is equals to 1 by 2. Then we have b1 by b2, which is also equals to 3 by 6, and it is 1 by 2. And c1 by c2, if I am checking, then it is minus 8 by minus 36. So it is getting cancelled. Then 8, 4 2s are 8, and then 9s are, so you are getting 4 by 9. So you can observe here these two ratios are equal, but the ratio of C is different. So the lines are parallel. So this is correct line. The equation of the line is perfectly setting for the parallel lines. Now let us come to the coincident line. So for the coincident line, all the three ratios should be equal. So if this is 2x plus 3y, the first line, minus 8 is equals to 0, then how much, what is the equation you can have here? 6x plus 9y minus 24 is equals to 0. Now let us just check, is it correct what we have taken or not? So 2 by 3, 2 by 6, which is equals to 1 by 3. Then if I am taking it as b1 by b2, then it will be 3 by 9, which will be equals to 1 by 3. 3 ones are 3 threes are. Then if I am going to the next one, that is c1 by c2, then minus 8 divided by minus 24. So minus and minus will get cancelled. So 8 ones are 8 threes are, so 1 by 3. So you can observe here all the three ratios are equal. So the example what you have considered is fitting for coincident lines. So that's it for now. In the next video, we will be solving question number 7 of exercise 3.2, which have appeared many of the time in the preparatory papers and all. So you can watch that video, okay, without missing it. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon.